Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on another one of Chris's beer reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Shipyard Brewing Company's Pugsley Signature Series of the Smashed Blueberry. It's a 9% ABV at 650 milliliters, 625 milliliters per bottle. Now, it gives a little brief description on the back here, and since this is a beer that I've never really had before, I thought I'd read it out for sure. It says, Smashed Blueberry is a hybrid between a porter and a Scotch ale. This beer has a rich mouthfeel and a body of complex intensity. Up front, there are notes of coffee and chocolate beautifully accentuated by the aroma of blueberries. The finish features a delicate balance of sweet fruit and dry hops. To fully enjoy all the flavors, the ale is best drunk at 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Smashed Blueberry pairs well with glazed duck, ribs, barbecue, chocolate, and blueberry desserts. That's really cool because number one, I've never really had a porter mixed with a Scotch ale before, and number two, I've never really had a blueberry beer concoction where it just so happened to have chocolate and coffee inside. So right off the bat, I'm just going to let you know that because it's going to be a porter and a Scotch ale, I'm going to be pouring it into my tulip glass. It's also got some fruitiness in it, so this is going to be bringing out all the fruitiness within the beer due to the shape of the glass. Alright, so what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to rip off this frilly thing. I don't remember the price off the top of my head because I never checked. But if you check my description down below, I can tell you for sure that it will be there. And you know what? The only thing that really upsets me about special beers with frilly tops like this, and I've mentioned it before, is that there's a really cool cap under here. It's a purple-looking blueberry signature cap, and you know, you got all this sticky frilly stuff on it. Like, I want to keep my caps. That's all I can get off. I'm gonna have to take some soap and water and wash this down and see if I can get that frilly thing off of the cap. Alright, so here we go. I am going to be popping the top. Blueberry, blue layer. Holy smokes, man. That thing was freaking loud. I'm surprised I don't have dents in my ceiling right here by now. That smells like blueberries. Very much like blueberries. 9% ABV. Oof, this is going to be good. Alright, so right off the top, we all know right now, both meaning you and me and the rest of the world, alright? This smells like blueberries. I can smell it from there. I can smell it from there. And I can smell it from there. Alright, it's going too far. I can smell a lot of blueberries in there. This is going to be phenomenal, okay? I'm picking on some other sweetness in there, okay? I'm not picking up on the 9% ABV, which is totally blowing my mind at the moment. Just like a porter, okay? And this is something that separates the porters from the stouts, is it is black all the way through, okay? Try to comprehend this in your brain. They're both almost pitch black drinks, okay? The stout is considered to be thicker, yet it always usually tends to have a red colored tint to the side. Porter is supposed to be a little bit more watered down in the taste, yet every time I pour a porter, it is black all the way through. Wrap your head around that one. Alright people, this is pretty phenomenal. The head's still there for such a high alcohol content brew. I got a quarter finger heads to here still. Small, medium bubbles, still picking up on the blueberry. That is certainly a blueberry porter Scotch ale. I'll tell you right up front, okay? You're getting that blueberry, front of your palate, the back of your palate. It is filling your palate, all right? The front, you get the porter, Okay, you get that rustic kind of like burnt kind of taste, and then on the back, you get this like this dry hopped Scotch ale almost kind of taste. And in there, you're getting really, really dry hops, really, really dark, fruity undertones, really earthy flavors. Oh, this is unbelievable. This is something that I would buy anytime I pick up a special brew from the LCBO, if it were for the fact that it would be that kind of a beer that I can get year round. Okay, I've had the Shipyard smashed pumpkin before. You know what? I was speaking with a lot of people in the beer community, and the Shipyard smashed pumpkin is one of those let's say hidden treasures out there. Okay, it's not amazing, like, oh, I gotta have it, but this year we were let down a little bit. You know, forgive me, Southern Tier, by mentioning this. We were a little bit let down by the Southern Tier's pumpkin ale this year. That's the world-renowned pumpkin beer every year. 2000, 2010, 2009. I can keep going. 2011, 2012 split wasn't that great, but you know what? The Shipyard pumpkin ale just so happened to prevail that year. Sorry, the Shipyard, second in line, St. Ambrose pumpkin ale was the reigning champion that year. The Shipyard was a little bit more of the what's it called, nutmeg and those kinds of spices, and then the ale just seemed to be that much more refreshing with a little bit of the pumpkin flavors in there. Anyway, I'm going crazy, all right? I can't believe I remembered all this stuff. This is great, okay? It has all the flavors there. It's not one of those beers that just so happens to be too sweet. I mean, I know a lot of people that might think smashed blueberry, Shipyard porter, Scotch ale, ugh, that's going to be one of those, you know, sweet beers, blah, 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 blah. I know a lot. I can tell you a lot of people that wouldn't even dare to freaking put their foot into this beer. Not because it would affect the taste. But I'm telling you, this is really good. Okay, it's really good. I'm really liking it. I mean, I'm freaking really liking it. All right, people. This was great. This was unbelievable, all right? I'm really liking this drink. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm drinking it above cellar temperature. It's nice and chilled. It's nice and cold. If I were to warm this down a bit, I could say to you that I could see this beer tasting a little bit more porterish. You would get a little bit more of those roasted, robust flavors in there. You'd probably get even a little bit of like an English ale kind of flavor in there. But aside from that, the rest of it is all unique. I also, forgive me, I forgot to mention where this is from. I'm getting good enough at these beer reviews that I know when I'm forgetting stuff now. So yeah, we got Shipyard Brewing Company from the LLC, Portland, Maine. Okay, there you go. You know where Maine is? Google it. Anyways, people, this was really good. 9.5%. Sorry, 9 out of 10. I'm going to give it as a rating. The only thing that could have possibly made this a little bit better is just a little bit more of some kind of a flavor. I mean, there's just something about the concoction of a porter and a Scotch ale and blueberries mixed together. When you drink it, it's all there, but for some reason you still get this perception that there's still something missing. And because of that, because of that alone, I'm going to give you a 9 out of 10. Otherwise, I'd give you a 9.5 out of 10 because this is a freaking phenomenal beer. So thank you very much for introducing this beer to us. Thanks for joining me on another one of Chris's beer reviews. Don't drink and drive, but drink responsibly. Cheers.